welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ennie and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. As you've seen in the title of this video, I am going to be talking and sharing with you about top 21 things I learned in 2021. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. As I've said in my previous videos, previous video to be exact, my last video I talked about 2021 being a roller coaster year, like a year of a lot of things happened generally, just so many things happened and I learned so much. I'm so grateful that I was able to learn that much in just a year. So let me just begin with all what I know that I can share with you guys and the most important things and stuff I learned in 2021. The first thing I learned in 2021 was positive vibes should be around you always. If you are the type of person that just mix with the wrong type of people and the wrong type of group, a lot of things can happen, and if you are going to regret it, regret is the worst thing that can happen to someone. And also, when I say positive vibes should be around you, you should engage yourself with people who understand you. You should mix yourself up with people who understand you. That was what I learned last year. Another thing I learned last year is not everyone is your friend. Yeah, 2021, as I've said earlier, was like one of the difficult years. I just don't know the way to put it. But not everybody is your friend. Not everyone is your friend. The fact that I've known you for, let's say, 6 years and more does not make you my friend. It's just people talking about it, and those people that are trying to like hold you down, and you should know who are your friends and not. It's just the mentality of people. Generally, we all think everyone is our friend, and you can talk to people anyhow you want to talk to people and relate to people anyhow you want to relate to people. But what I'm trying to say in essence is that not everyone is your friend. There are some people that they are not adding any value to your life. You need to cut them off. You need to know who are your friends and who is there for you, who is like ready to be called your friend, who deserves to be called your friend. You get what I mean? Another very important thing I learned in 2021 is forgiveness. To err is human, to forgive is divine. So please forgive, learn to forgive and forget. In fact, I'm telling you guys, like, this is one of the most important things I learned in 2021. If you know me, like know me personally, I'm the type of person that I don't know how to hold grudges or keep grudges. I just go with the flow. I don't mind. I just do things the way what I deem fit is right. I just do it. I don't wait for other people to like caution me or tell me this is wrong. I just follow my heart and go with the flow. I'm just being spontaneous. So I learned to forgive easily, and a lot of things happen that you can feel you need to keep a grudge or hold a grudge against someone, which is very, very bad for your mental health. Which brings me to my next thing I learned: realize your worth. When you realize your worth, nobody can misbehave in front of you. Like, nobody can toy with you, toy with your emotions. You get me? So realize your worth before it's too late. That's another thing I learned in 2021. Another thing I learned is in 2021 is self-confidence. Always have self-confidence. Back when I was in secondary school, so I think I was kind of a bit too low for my self-confidence. I didn't have that kind of self-confidence the way I have now. So last year taught me to be more self-confident of myself and of people around me, like to be more self-conscious. Apart from that, to build on my self-confidence and make it work for people to notice me, and also to be confident in my morals, my standard, my behavior, my character. Because honestly, boo, I don't give a damn about what people think about me. I'm just myself. I don't like realize people's mistakes. I don't even pick out people's mistakes. I don't even need to correct anyone. I just focus on myself because I need to love myself first before any other person. Which brings me to another thing that I learned in 2021, which is love yourself before anyone else, before anybody else. I mean, I repeat, anybody else, because you come first. what I did last year was me, myself, and I. Not that I don't care about my family, I do care, but the kind of love I give myself will be different from the kind of love I give others around me. If you can't love yourself, how do you expect to love other people around you? Take for example, the way you love your parents should be different from the way you love other elders around. You get? I'm not saying you should not love anybody, but you have to know and learn how to love yourself. That is one important thing I learned last year. Another important thing I learned last year is to be grateful for every single thing. Every single thing that happens in your life, be grateful for it. Learn how to show gratitude, be grateful. Anytime I receive a gift from someone, I learn to say thank you. I'm always grateful to God Almighty. I learned how to be grateful in 2021. Another thing I learned is to be humble. When you're humble and you're not proud, people will respect you more. You will gain that respect that you deserve. I was friends with people way younger than me, and they do not disrespect me because I showed humility towards them. So learn how to be humble. That was another important thing I learned in 2021. And also, stop comparison. Another important thing I learned is to stop comparison. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Everybody is different in their own ways. You are unique in your own way. As I always say, everyone has different attitudes they possess. You don't expect me to emulate from that person's character just because I like the person. You have to know what you are. You have to know who you are, what you are, your inner self. You have to find your inner self and emulate the character that is best suited for you. Everybody has their own way of living. You get what I mean? What works for this person cannot work for you or might not work for you. So I learned that you should stop comparing myself because it's like really detrimental to your mental health, which also leads me to my next lesson or thing that I learned in 2021. If I'm rambling too much, that's because I'm so hyped. The next lesson I also learned in 2021 is music can also help with your mental health. Listening to music, yes, music is life, guys. So if you're the kind of person that loves listening to music, that should be like a perfect excuse for you to grow on your mental health. Your mental health comes first before any other thing. Another thing I learned in 2021 is health is wealth. If you do not take care of your health, or you don't even care about your health, you just do things and you don't use drugs, you don't take vitamins, you don't take multivitamins, you're just like still stressing yourself over irrelevant things like thinking, jumping around, just going around, stuff like that. It's detrimental to your health. So music can help to relieve tension, stress, and it also helps with your mental health. Another very, very important thing I learned in 2021 is stop or avoid envy or jealousy. This leads you nowhere. In fact, it can kill. Stop being jealous. If you were jealous of someone, it does not even make sense. You are a senseless person. Sorry to say, but you don't need to be jealous of anybody else. You just think about yourself and be jealous of yourself. Most people out there are wishing and willing to be like you and are jealous and envious of you. So if you are now envious of someone else, like, it does not even make sense at all. It does not make sense, if you get what I mean. So stop jealousy and stop envy, stop jealousy. It does not even deem fit for who you want to be. That's another important thing I learned last year. Another very, very important thing I learned last year is you are your biggest hype man. You are your biggest fan. Because, girl, the truth in reality, and it will always be the truth, is that no one really cares. It's just that people deem fit to have to be nice to other people for the sake of them. If you notice someone being too nice to you, maybe they want something from you, or like you are their stepping stone to whatever they want to achieve. That's just the main truth and the main fact. Just try as much as possible to know like what you want and be hyping yourself up. You can do this, you can be this. In fact, you are your hype man. Yeah, because yeah, you can have other people that stimulate and encourage you to do other things like you want to do, encourage you to be who you want to be, encourage you to do things, take great steps in life, all those kind of things. But it comes down to you first. You are your first like social balance. You are your first support system. So make sure that you are your biggest hype man before anyone else, just like you are loving yourself before anyone else. Another important thing I learned in 2021 is that do not give up. If you know me and you know me like know me and you know me personally, you know I am the type of person that is determined. I always, whatever I want, I always work for it and make sure that I have it. That's just me. I don't sit back and relax hoping for someone to do things for me the way I want them to do it for me. No, I go on myself to be able to know what I want and I work for it because I'm determined. So don't give up on yourself. You can do it. Believe in yourself. And that thing I learned is be yourself. Just like I said, do not envy or do not be envious or don't be jealous. So do be yourself in everything you do because nobody can be you. Just like I am me, you are you get me. So you have to be yourself in everything you do. That's another important thing I learned in 2021. Some other things I learned in 2021 is accept things the way they are. This might sound very negative, but it's actually what I learned in 2021. You don't have to try to change your destiny or try to change what happened, or like you keep regretting that, oh, I should have done this instead of doing this, I should have done whatever will make it right, I should have followed my heart, something like you don't have to regret. Things happen for a reason, so you don't have to say I did this, you don't have to regret it. You get what I mean? Another thing I also learned is never to cross your boundaries. If you want to live long in this life, mind your business. Simple. Just mind your business and never cross your boundaries. Like never cross your boundaries. Some people are outrightly mean, like annoyingly mean, if you know what I mean. And some people are really crazy. I know even crazy people. So in fact, I don't like getting annoyed or anything because when I'm annoyed, I'm just a different person from myself. That's what I mean. So try as much as possible to avoid crossing your boundaries. Another thing I learned in 2021 is live in the present. When I mean live in the present, I mean live in the present. Some people, the thing that is actually affecting their lives and everything that happens in their lives is that they live in the past. They keep remembering things that happened in the past and regretting, which is not supposed to be. Live in the present. What happened yesterday is gone with yesterday. If I slapped you yesterday, that's gone with yesterday. The only thing I need to do is to apologize to you. If you deserve my apology or if you deserve my forgiveness, that's just it. So live in the present. Another tip is having a social life with friends and families. Like take for example me, I have pen pals. I have a pen pal in Brazil, and it's something that really makes me wonder. And it's just like I have something to look forward to if I have a social life. Don't be an introvert this year. That is what I learned last year. Not that I'm introverted or anything, but like I don't get to mix with the right type of people who boost my self-esteem, who make me to become a better person. So I have to choose who my friends are and who I really want as my friends. So I create a social media platform where I can meet friends and stuff like that. So make sure you have a social life. Don't just everything work, read, study. No, unless you want to enter depression, or you want to go into depression, or you want to be depressive. So make sure to always have a social life around you. The last and one of the most important things I learned in 2021 is have fun. When I mean have fun, have mad fun. Look, if you are 18, yeah, I get, but there are so many things you can do before you turn 18. So many things. There are so many things you can do before you reach a particular age. So there are so many things that you can call fun. And again, not everybody's fun is your fun. Not this person's definition of fun might be different from your own type of fun. So you have to find the type of things that give you joy, that makes you happy. Always learn to stay happy. Smile, like always smile. Nobody will want to approach a person that is always frowning. You get me? So have fun. Like take for example me, I find joy in going for rides, out, going to amusement parks with my friends, meeting up with friends, going to the cinemas, watching movies, and so on and so forth. That's exactly what I find fun. By other people's definition of fun might be clubbing, partying, stuff like that. But what I mean is have fun. That is the most important thing I learned in 2021, because as we are in this pandemic season and this COVID-19 season, which is definitely terrible for everybody, please God have mercy on us, which is like, this should be like the 2 years anniversary of COVID-19, which is so annoying, but there's nothing no one can do about it. You just have to keep praying and following the protocols. So yeah, have fun. Even though it's in this COVID-19 era, you should learn how to have fun and keep yourself happy. Those are the things I learned in 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I learned so much in 2021, but these are like the most important things I learned in 2021. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed, and if you're new here, welcome back once more. I'll see you guys in my next video, and remember, positive vibes around you always.